How fast does it stain your teeth?
A week. A week. Yeah.
So a week of drinking like a daily cup of coffee will start to...
Yeah.
Very interesting. Hey everybody, it's the No BullSh, Just BullFit Podcast. With us today, we have the lovely Kat Dangerfield, self-proclaimed bum at the gym, entrepreneur, has gone from one location in 2020, one brick and mortar Whiten location to 26 locations up to date. Wow. Is that correct?
Yep.
What a hustler.
Thanks, Josh.
How do you keep sane?
I don't.
Okay, that's crazy.
I actually don't keep sane. I work all the time, but I love it. I love working all the time. That's kind of my hobby. I am a bum at the gym, 100%. Don't do my hair, don't do my makeup.
Always asking for money?
Always asking for money. No, just kidding. Yep. So, yeah, no, always working. So. Yeah,
way to go. So, yeah, I've seen you over the years. We go to the same gym, and I just was, like, amazed. I saw this girl, like, 7 months pregnant, on her laptop on the Stairmaster.
Yes.
You could tell and you were doing this all the time. I'm like, what do you do?
So take us to the beginning. Where did this idea come from? Was it something you've always worked in? Did you work with teeth before? Like, how did this come about?
No experience with teeth at all.
Okay.
So I started out doing door-to-door when I was 22, 23.
Okay.
Actually got recruited on a girls' trip in the Dominican Republic. So,
very cool.
Yeah, that was fun. So I graduated college. I was like, cool. Picked a degree with anything I could make money in. Mm-hmm. Always loved money. Moved to California to waitress to make money. Didn't do anything with my degree. And then I went on a girls' trip in Dominican and got recruited to do door-to-door.
What kind of door-to-door?
Alarm sales.
Okay.
Yeah. So met a bunch of people that were like, hey, we make a ton of money and we work 4 months a year. So I was like, sign me up.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So moved to Canada, did door-to-door for 4 to 5 years, and then I was like, don't want to do this forever. Mm-hmm. Love the money. What's my next move? And so then my husband and I ended up like whitening our teeth before a trip. And we were like kind of like law of attraction, like what is that next move? And I remember we were like sitting in the chairs and we looked at each other and we're like, this is it. Let's scale, let's do it. And so I still remember the moment we were like sitting with our retractors, like their retractors are mouthpieces. So by the way, we're just sitting like this. We look and we're like, yeah, let's do it.
Talking business with your mouth.
Yeah,
we're just like, pried open.
Yep, exactly.
That's great.
So
very cool.
Yeah.
And then we should do something like this. Yeah, I trust you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So started in 2020.
Yes.
Which we know was when the pandemic was in full swing.
Yes. Yep.
Tell us how that went about, starting a brick and mortar business at the start of a worldwide pandemic.
A month before COVID even hit, we were like, cool, let's do it. Signed a lease in 2 weeks, looked at like one space, signed the lease. It's next to like a Chinese restaurant. Mm-hmm. Smelled terrible. And it had like black walls, brown flooring, like just awful space. Mm-hmm. Signed it, opened it up, super excited, looked around, where's my customers? No customers, great. COVID hits, cool, shutting it down, back on the doors, right? And so we ended up like still marketing and doing like Google ads and doing things, but you know, COVID shut us down. So we were getting like 1 to 2 clients in maybe a week. So I had like one employee that would just be on standby that would come in. I was like knocking doors in Ohio, like, hey, you going in today? Great, cool.
Wow.
Hopefully I'll cover my lease.
Oh my gosh.
So you're knocking doors for the business.
Yeah.
Trying to find clients.
Yep. Wow. It's pretty funny because there would be like times where I'd be like on a curb taking a phone call being like, hey, let me book you for teeth whitening, you know, like in the middle of like Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay. Yeah. So the brick and mortar store was where?
It was an American Fork.
An American Fork. Okay, so she was knocking doors for security cells.
Yes.
While taking calls for WeWhite.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ben was wondering, he just asked
sorry.
if you were knocking doors to whiten people's teeth.
Oh, sorry.
To whiten teeth. No. Not to whiten teeth.
Your teeth are pretty yellow.
Your teeth? Go to Utah. No. Yeah, so, yeah, it was crazy. So.
The lead list on that. Who has yellow teeth? Okay, let's.
Your neighbor said your smile is awful.
I have tested that.
Oh, yeah?
I have. Yeah.
Oh, is that real?
Yes, I've had
Is
some door-to-door
Facebook letting you
knockers like
market
going
for
out
that?
being like, hey, if you book an appointment, you can get a discount.
How'd that go?
Oh,
Interesting.
wow.
So it hasn't been tested. Like we've done it, but the pitch is not 100%. But
Very interesting.
yeah, if somebody knocked on your door and was like, hey, you want to come in? $50
Yeah.
off. Book right now.
Oh, yeah,
Let's do
like
it.
that. That sounds great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our pitch sucked. Your pitch is way better.
So you were knocking doors, building the business.
Yeah.
Your husband started the business with you. Was he
Yes.
doing sales as well at the same time?
Yeah, so he ended up he was doing door-to-door for a year after.
Okay.
There was a point where I was like, I can't do both anymore because it was starting to pull a little bit more. But yeah, no, there was a period we were both knocking doors. I'd be like in somebody's house setting them up with an alarm system, and then I'd tell them I was like a secretary for like a teeth whitening. I'd be like, hold on one second. And then I'd be like, sweet, you want to come in at 5 o'clock? They were pretty cool with it. Like, they were like, okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a hustle right there.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It was fun.
Hey, how do you stay like so regimented? You know, you've got 3 kids, 2 boys, 1 girl,
Yeah.
a husband. Yeah, how do you get everything done in a day?
There's never an end. There's never an end point. Like, really, like when you have so much going on, there's like, okay, cool, today was good because I got like 5 of my major tasks done. But super, like, everything's on the schedule, like 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. workout, 6 to 7 eat, like 15 minutes to shower. Like, everything is planned out.
With your schedule,
Yes.
is this something you go over the night before with your husband to plan out the following day? Is it a week at a time? Or is it just that morning you wake up bright and early and get it set for the day?
So you can do, it's called Power Hour, where you take 1 hour on a Sunday and you just plan out your whole week.
Okay.
Instead of going throughout your week being like, oh, okay, what am I going to do Tuesday afternoon? You just schedule your whole week.
Okay.
Like, meeting day is like all in-person stuff. And then non-meeting days, like all back-end stuff. Like, I'm on website, I'm doing like, Excel sheets, organization, that kind of thing.
Very
So,
cool. So
yeah.
power hour usually on a Sunday?
Sunday
Plan out the
for an
following.
hour.
Okay.
Yep. My husband and I, we have like buckets. So we've got the work bucket. We've got obviously the like husband-wife bucket. And we keep like work and life very separate.
Very cool.
So like sometimes we will just communicate through our schedule. He'll be like, I see you're on a meeting at this time. See you at noon. So
Very cool.
yeah.
Okay.
What are you doing marketing-wise that is filling your appointments?
So we do cold calling. So very similar to door-to-door, but it's like digital cold calling. Digital door-to-door knocking.
Okay.
Almost. Yeah. So basically, we'll reach out and offer like a discount in return for someone to come in and talk about their experience. So we have a pretty like big back-end team that does all sales, like cold calling. I feel like businesses, they want to just pump money into Google ads, and like that's great, but like the extra stuff, the harder stuff is what's going to get you a ton of clients.
Oh, yeah.
Getting
Thinking
your
outside of the
hands dirty.
box.
Yeah.
So I got hit with one of your DMs. That's how I made it in. And
They loved Josh's style and smile.
oh, yes.
Who doesn't? That's a real question.
I was very spend. There was like a perfect 10 model asking, hey, would you like to come do our wee whiten? You look like a great candidate. I'm like, I'm so flattered. She's, you got a whole army of perfect 10 girls DMing dudes and
Exactly.
girls all
Ashley's,
day.
Brittany's, Jessica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all Jessicas or Brittany's or Ashley's. Yeah, you're killing it. So yeah, mass DMing people, a lot of people would be like so scared to do something like that. They wouldn't ever actually do it.
Yeah.
I think it's that outside of the box type sells that really make businesses grow.
Crush it. Yeah.
And I remember I did a mass texting campaign when I started doing mortgages and it back in the day, and it just it crushed because nobody was willing to do something
To do
like
it.
that.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, and you're 1 location to 26 locations. What states are you in right now? Are you in multiple states?
Yeah. So we're in New Mexico, Idaho, California, Nevada. We've got a few in Vegas, Utah, obviously. I think that's every. Colorado. That one too.
6 locations? 6 states?
6 states. Yeah.
So take us through, how do you start with one location, brick and mortar, starting during COVID?
Yes.
to 26 locations?
26, yeah.
What's that process look like? How do you go about that?
It's fun. So we'll look for like areas, like very dense areas. Like in our Texas locations, we're in like Dallas, Plano area. But really it's like once one location's doing great and it's under control, then we're ready to pop up another. And it's just fun. Like different markets are like different vibes, right? We've got in New Mexico, people have grills and diamonds on their teeth, you know.
Gosh.
Utah people, not so much. So
I want to get into that.
Right?
you want to grill.
Their grill game.
Oh, yeah. Takes me like early 2000s rap right there.
Yeah. So you build them out, and once
Yeah.
everything's humming, all the systems are in place,
And then we do
and
it
it's
next.
performing, then you move on.
Yep. And it's people. It's really people that make that. And I think that was a huge thing that even like you know it, but then like even 2 to 3 months ago, it's like you get one right person in and you're good. You know, invest in the people, and like that's what's going to help you scale.
So do you actually hire out the positions before you sign a lease on a building and get that team
Sometimes.
built?
Yeah, or what we'll do is we'll have like launch teams go out, actually like train a big bulk
Okay.
of people. But we've actually shifted to like doing more of like a lot of our teeth whitening specialists are like full time with us as a career, and they're really good at sales. Like they come from like car sales, also door to door. Absolutely crush it.
I remember Larry
Yeah.
helped me last time. He was a used car salesman for Toyota.
Yeah.
He had like 3 whispering hairs going this way. Hey, Josh, so great to see you again. Okay, can I interest you in another package for the next 6 months?
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. You're gonna take it every day. Yeah, I was like, oh, this guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah, they're
He used to
good.
not be like that.
They're
so.
good. No option. You're either maintaining or you're getting a treatment plan.
It's like a fat used car salesman, dude. It's just smoking the whole time. You're like,
all right.
oh gosh, that's
Yeah.
funny. Well, your product is actually good for you too. Like, there's nothing in there that's harmful. So a lot
Right.
of people, like my wife, has big, beautiful teeth, but her pores are quite large, so she can't do bleach ever.
Right. Right.
And you guys don't even use bleach.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
like, I'm a total fan. I've been using you guys for, oh gosh, like 9 months, a year now.
Nice.
And yeah, my teeth look great.
I saw you at the gym. I'm like, your teeth look good. Where have
I'm
you
like,
been?
yeah, look how good they
Were
look.
you at We Whiten?
Yeah. You're like, I'm blinded. Yeah. I'm trying to go off the scale. So you have like a scale from like 1 to 12.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be like at 20.
And then yeah.
that's
You
what
want
I'm
your
hoping
teeth
for.
looking.
Just blinding everybody.
No, they
like
look
high
good.
beams at a car.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
I want everybody to crash when they see me coming.
Crazy enough, people come in and they're like, I don't want white teeth.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're like, I do not want to be that white.
Do they know that your store is called We Whiten?
Yes, they do. Like, okay.
That really
What?
happens?
Yes, it does.
So can
Well,
you
that's so
actually
weird.
choose, I guess, the brilliance or the whiteness of the teeth when you go in?
It's like similar to working out. Like,
Okay.
it's like, hey, I want my goal to be here.
Uh-huh.
And then it's like, great, we will get you there, but it'll take more than one treatment.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's just different variations of white. It's not like
Yeah.
it's going to be like you can go with this one.
Yeah.
If you keep coming, that's going to get whiter and
You can
whiter.
go in the negatives.
Okay. So
yeah, you put coffee in it. They just blend coffee grounds into it
coffee
and help them out.
So someone comes in, let's say they go to Costco and they buy
Yeah.
the Crest strips.
Yes.
Why is We Whiten a better product than a Costco Crest in bulk?
that's a good
Your
question.
supply of white.
Todd relates everything to Costco as
do.
a pharmacist.
I love Costco.
I also love Costco.
It comes back to Costco somehow.
Sure does.
Anything you can buy at like Walmart, Target, Costco, it's like surface level stains. It's like I
Okay.
drink coffee, I eat, I'm gonna get surface level stains, right?
Uh-huh.
And so with coming to We Whiten, it's like the treatment will go deeper
Okay.
and it'll get like years of staining off,
Okay.
right? So if I come to We Whiten, I get my teeth whitened, they get really white. If I go drink coffee for 2 to 3 weeks, that's gonna come back.
Uh-huh.
So I need to, maintain, come back, get those surface level stains off.
Okay.
So
Very cool.
deep stains.
Deep stains.
Yeah.
And so what is the actual product? Is it like a gel-like material? Is
Yep.
it
It's a food-based hydrogen peroxide. Yep.
interesting?
Which
What is
I had to
hydrogen
test a lot,
peroxide?
by
Yeah.
the way.
What? Sorry, go
I
ahead.
had to test that a lot.
The hydrogen peroxide?
Yeah, like we created it, and
wow.
we tested it to the point of like when would it be sensitivity free.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's fascinating.
So I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to get veneers at some point because I've been testing products so much
On your teeth.
So yeah,
Very interesting. So a hydrogen peroxide base. Very
Yeah.
cool. I had no
How
idea.
long was that testing process?
It was a year. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Did you do it on yourself like all the time
Yeah,
or
all the
what?
time. All the time.
Wow.
Oh, and you
Yeah.
guys were just in your kitchen, or I have Todd to help out, so
We
he
were
has a whole lab and stuff
in
that
a
he does
kitchen.
everything we need.
Yeah. No, it wasn't in the kitchen, but it was pretty funny. I was like constantly testing it, and I would like dehydrate myself, see how it was like if I didn't drink water, if I did. Yeah.
Why would
wow.
that help?
Because basically if your teeth are hydrated, then it'll keep everything pain-free. Yeah.
Oh.
So if you drink water and then
Yeah.
whiten your teeth, it should be pain-free with our stuff.
People with have super sensitive teeth, they can't do bleach at all.
Yeah.
They can still do whiten, and they'll be in a good spot. But it's recommended that you hydrate your teeth.
Before
I
you
didn't even know your teeth,
Could
take in
have
water.
that. Yeah, I know.
I
I know.
it's-
I thought it was a thing. Like I was like, whatever. They
Yeah,
don't need
why
to
is
do
that,
it.
Todd, the pharmacist?
teeth.
why is
Yeah, I
that?
have no idea with teeth. I do know that dry teeth can lead to brittle teeth and
That's
cavities
true.
and all
Wow.
sorts. Like if you're using illicit drugs, it can dry up your saliva glands, and that's why you get like meth mouth. I don't know if we're allowed to talk about that on camera, but if your teeth are not hydrated from like saliva, it can lead to issues. So I mean,
Yeah.
it makes sense. But this is out of my realm. I don't know
Yeah.
much about teeth, so this
Right.
is fascinating.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about hydrogen peroxide?
Yeah, no, a little bit. I didn't know it could be used to clean and whiten teeth, though.
Yeah.
That is fascinating.
What is hydrogen peroxide?
It's that's a solid question. It's so it's like an antimicrobial solution. It can be used to clean wounds, soften earwax, whiten teeth. I mean, I had no idea it could
What
help
else
teeth.
can it do? That's great. Yeah.
That's
We'll
like
find
that's
out.
like the most that I know, I guess.
Now,
that's
now
more
it
than I
whitens
know.
teeth too.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I know a little more.
So, okay, so marketing wise,
Yes.
you're mass DMing everybody on Instagram.
Yes.
One thing that I saw that was super unique that I'm like, oh, I love sales, right? So, and I love marketing so
Yeah.
much.
You appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Eddie Bernays. And so what I saw is that I started getting text messages from people saying, "Hey, did you try whiten? They're asking us to come in. They said it worked on you and your life has changed. You're now way cool and buff, like, and it has to do with whiten." I'm like, what the heck is going
Great.
on?
That's great.
Your display. I'm like, did I sign off on the disclaimer there somewhere?
You did.
You guys are gonna be like,
You
yeah.
might not have known it, but you did.
Yeah, some people are getting telegrams. Like people are, yeah.
That's
Hey,
so
these
funny.
guys are at my
Owls are
front
showing
door
up.
doing a singing telegram about coming to whiten. I'm like, I had no idea they're doing that.
Josh's life has changed.
Yeah, you go to whiten
Yeah.
one time and it's like
Boom.
you're all in. You're just
Josh
part
came
of
into
it.
whiten. He got his picture taken, and now we're
That's
messaging
it.
every follower
Yes.
about it.
They're working on my DNA right now to replicate me and just put me in these seats and do pictures all day.
Yes.
It's pretty crazy. Well, yeah. So that's kind of that's hardcore marketing.
Yeah.
And I know it's working. Everybody's like, "Hey, how do I get a code or whatever? Like, how
great.
can I get a discount?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll figure it. Just tell them Josh sent you, I guess,
Yeah.
right?"
Yep.
So I
Yeah.
know Josh. Done.
That's it.
Taken care of.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good. I like it. Well, we're so excited. We're going to be in all of your gift bags because every client of yours
Yes.
receives nightly treatment plan
Yep.
and instructions,
Mm-hmm.
and then on top of that, they're also going to be getting BullFit Hydrate in each one of these bags.
As
Yeah.
we talked about, you
Yeah.
gotta stay hydrated for your
You gotta
teeth.
stay hydrated.
Dude, I didn't even think
you
about
have
that.
to go home
Oh my gosh.
and hydrate.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so
It keeps
okay.
everything pain-free.
This we did not plan on, guys. We did not plan on this marketing talk here. But yeah, so teeth actually need to be hydrated anyways.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
we could say, hey, take your hydrate before you go to your next whiten appointment
Exactly.
if you care not to have
A painful experience.
A painful experience, exactly.
Exactly. Exactly.
Look at that.
That's so cool.
Putting the pieces together. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially for our members that come back and they're doing it 6-7 times.
Yeah,
The
they
big
have to
thing.
have it.
Get the whole
So
thing.
can you pay
Yeah.
for like a monthly membership?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So you can do a treatment plan, and then you can get like if you pay for it up front, you get a huge discount. Otherwise, you can do monthly as well.
Okay.
And then once you hit your goal shade, you just maintain.
And what does a maintenance look like? Is it just like a once a month treatment, once every few months?
Yeah, every 4 to 6 weeks
'Kay.
coming in till you hit your goal. Then I can back off and do like 2 to 3 months.
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at, like 2 months, every 2 months.
I thought you were going in every week. Look at that.
They look good.
They do look good.
Oh, I love it. It's so good.
It's like a little over
I'm
a
a
year
huge
ago,
fan.
I had a hard time looking at Josh, and then all of a sudden he came in the gym one day, and I was like, something's
His life's
going on.
changed.
Like
oh
that.
my
His life's
gosh.
changed.
It's whiten all the time. I'll be at a restaurant and then some like marketer will be over and just hitting up the people next. Do you see that guy's teeth?
That's right.
Well, he got that from whiten. Wouldn't you like teeth like that? And I'm like, I'm not, this is my anniversary. I'm trying to have a dinner here. She's got like CIA operatives like all over.
Just a celebrity.
It's so crazy.
It's a cross you have to bear.
So that kind of marketing is really, really great, and like way to go on taking a risk there. But sometimes these social platforms, they'll change stuff on you.
Yeah.
Like Instagram.
Like overnight.
The DMing. You can't really DM random people anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So
we just bug
how
them
do
more.
you?
We
You
bug
just
them
bug
more.
the ones that you already know more.
We're
or
now
what?
commenting posts.
Okay, is that what it is?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
You'll
cool.
see it on posts now, stories,
Yeah,
TikTok.
that's a real thing. I've been trying to
Yeah.
reach out to Oprah forever, and all of a sudden it's like, she's not receiving your DMs.
Never available. Yeah.
Yeah, so that just recently happened, for real. Do you know what I'm talking about, Todd?
I do not.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. No, you don't.
Check your requests. You probably have 10 whiten messages.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, from
Yeah.
Ashley.
Okay.
Ashley and Brittany.
Ashley, Brittany, and
And
Jessica.
Brittany.
Jessica.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, there's like 1,500 Instagram accounts. 1,500 minimum. Maybe
That you have?
2,000. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
Wow.
imagine the
It's like a
logistics
full
of
army.
like,
Oh,
This
yeah.
is like, it reminds me of StarCraft, the way she plays her business game. She's just like, build.
build.
24 bases and 1,500 units.
So with 26 locations, do
Yeah.
you guys have an end goal in mind?
Well, originally it was 150 locations.
'Kay.
But now I'm realizing like, hey, let's just go in the A markets, do like a big location and absolutely crush it in the big location.
Okay.
Miami. I mean, we've got big plans. So 2025 will be the year of scaling. We're kind of
Okay.
in that nail it phase right now. So
Very cool.
yeah, we're excited. So originally it was 150, but we just want to be that go-to place
Yeah.
where if people are like, I need my teeth whitened, they're like, we whiten.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
That's
And
all I think
dentists
about.
love us. They love us.
That's legit. Yeah, if you can get the dentist on your
Yeah.
side, that's
Oh,
awesome.
They love it. They love it.
Very cool.
That's
The dentist.
yeah.
Wait,
any.
all
Any.
dentists.
They
They're
all
like,
love
go
it.
to We Whiten. Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
really don't have like angry dentists.
What's crazy about her business model is you started it, it's your thing, and you're just paving your own road all the way.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't have like somebody you were replicating.
Yeah.
And yeah, the completely original idea.
The brick and mortar teeth whitening was my husband's. He had like the vision. Like he was like all like action. Let's do it. And then it's kind of funny because what he'll do is he'll sign leases and sometimes not tell me. Like when we moved to New Mexico, he's like, hey, just signed 2 leases in New Mexico. We're opening in a month. And I'm like, great. We need to
Wow.
get people hired. So,
That's so cool to have a partner that is pushing you
yeah.
and making you a little bit uncomfortable, probably, because you're probably like, I don't see how we're ready for that, but
Never ready. Never ready.
just keep going.
And it just keeps happening. Yeah.
That's so cool.
So how do you guys kind of separate the responsibilities between the two of you as both owners?
Yeah.
Do you guys each kind of have a focus that you really dive into, or are you just kind of going back and forth?
Well, it's funny because people like my husband will walk in a location and they'll think he's the maintenance man. Like they don't even know him.
That's kind of funny.
But he's on the back end doing like financials, ad running, all back end stuff, location scouting, all that stuff. And then I'm more like front face of like people, operations, that kind of thing.
Very cool.
Marketing. So it is easy to separate because I don't want to be in financials and he doesn't want to be talking to people. So
Works out perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can attest. I've asked him
Right.
like to spot me like 4 times, and he's like,
He's just like,
I know like 2 words from him. I'm like, bro,
yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
See, I give that to the size and the masculinity of Josh. I would also be intimidated to talk to Josh while he's benching 400 pounds.
Oh, he's ripped too.
Like the whole thing, I'd just be thinking, please get this all the way up because I can't do anything.
Oh, thank you.
I cannot lift this weight, so I
It's
need
just
you
a
to do
formality
it.
at that
Exactly.
point.
That's right. Like my co-host, I love it. You can keep going. Actually, what else?
Oh, I will.
Let's
The
talk
smile,
about quads,
the build,
baby.
the personality. I mean, come on.
Well,
Now,
get
give the rest
outta
of us a
here.
chance here, man.
Yeah.
Oh my
Goodness.
gosh, I'm about to walk off. You were franchising at first.
Yes.
You know, people are like, oh, I've talked to people. They're like, oh, I just started a Whiten franchise. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh, that's so sick. Kat's killing it. That's such a great business model. And you are actually going with a different direction.
Yeah.
Anyways, you went from franchisee to now a corporate direction.
Yeah. All corporate now.
So you bought everybody out and then just went with this new plan.
Yeah. So I think like a lot of businesses, they're like, okay, how do I scale? And the first thing they think is like franchising, right? But like on the back end, there's like, okay, now I need to literally create a manual from A to Z on how to run my business. Like from the point of like how to confirm a client. Like it's really difficult and takes a ton of time. So I remember like being like cold calling people to franchise. Then I started to get people to franchise.
You cold call people or you cold text?
Yeah. Like just, hey, so, thought about it. We started cold calling people to franchise.
Okay.
Yeah. And then like through connections, like people started franchising. But I had like a whole list of like people I was like, okay, they're interested. I got to follow up. The minute that we stopped like wanting to franchise, I opened up like the franchise email and there were 500 applicants.
Oh, wow.
What?
Like literally,
Whoa.
if we wanted to franchise, we would have, like if I said yes, we'd have 500.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which, yeah, so it was insane. So then, because we were at a point, like a crossroad where we had 2 offers on the table. It was like, hey, let's partner. We'll franchise you. They're like, you don't have to do anything. We'll blow it up to 500 locations. The other offer was like, hey, like realistically, you're going to make more money the corporate route, which is true, than franchising. And then 2, what is your effort level to franchise versus open a corporate location? And my effort level, if I look at like franchise versus corporate, is like 10x with a franchise. Like I'm taking someone who loves the idea of a business but doesn't even know how to run a business and trying to teach them, hey, you got to like live, sleep, and breathe a business.
Yeah.
It's wild
So-
how counterintuitive that is too.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'd think it'd be easier to just
Right.
pass it off.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like
But-
excited because I was like, at first I'm like, oh yeah, well, franchise, teach them the business, never have to hear about it. Great. Oh no, heard about it a lot. Yeah. Everything.
Well, that's because you can't replicate you.
Right.
And
Yeah.
you think you can. And sometimes we all think, oh, if I did this, somebody else can do it. You know, like
Right.
how am I different from this person? They can hustle and do what I do.
Totally.
But that is like never the case.
Never possible. Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, okay, no, you do have to work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's hard work. Yeah. You also have to be on a Stairmaster on your laptop.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Well, I was like also kind of thinking about it, and I'm like, why is corporate successful? And it's like, because you don't have an option, really. Like, you just don't have an option for it not to work out. Like, when you're in your business, it's like, yeah, it could not work out, and it wouldn't be great. But if it doesn't work out, then what? You know?
just goes under and you're done
And you're
try
screwed.
something
Yeah.
else.
And it
you're
sucks.
screwed, but the franchisee
It's like,
can do
okay, great.
something
I mean, I've
else.
got my money, whatever. I'll go do something else. Where for you, it's like, hey, if it doesn't work, that sucks.
all control for you. And you're already doing the system anyway. So the
Yeah.
franchisee, you're like, oh, maybe they'll do their own system. I can be a little hands off. And you find
Yeah.
out, oh, yeah, I can't do that. That's not going to work.
No, yeah.
So how long ago did you guys change the business model?
We, about a year ago,
Okay.
yeah, is when we started buying back our franchises, and then we bought back our last one 3 months ago.
Cool.
Yeah. It's all corporate now.
Okay, so stay motivated. You get up early AF, like
Yeah.
4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Actually, what time do you wake up?
4:30.
4:30. Okay, and you're
Yeah.
there at 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock, Jim.
What a hustler.
It's brutal.
That is brutal.
It's brutal.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. I get up at 4. I'm like, just trying to figure out where I am at for like the first 45 minutes. Is this Earth? What is happening? Like, that's how I do it.
If you work out that early, it's kind of just like by like noon, you're like, did I work out this morning?
You're
I
like
don't
a
even
zombie?
remember. Yeah.
You just keep going with emotions.
Yeah.
Well, by noon, you've been up for almost 8 hours. I mean, you
Yeah,
had a
it's
whole
insane,
you had a whole
right?
day under your belt by noon.
Yeah.
How the heck do you stay so energized? And
Oh, use so much coffee, caffeine. This, your stuff.
oh, good. Yeah. So, Bodacious. We sent you some
Yes.
Bodacious.
Love
and
it.
how are you liking it?
Yes. I love
yeah,
it.
what are
I
your
love
thoughts?
it. I have that and the cowabunga, right?
Yeah,
Cowabunga.
you
Yeah.
get it.
Bodacious is awesome. It's got creatine in it, so I don't have to mix different scoops in.
Yep. We got
Super
5 grams
wired.
of creatine with
Yeah.
Bodacious.
Yes.
And 250 creatine.
Yep. Yep. I love it. I take it in the morning, cowabunga in the afternoon, or coffee.
Or coffee.
Or both.
Fantastic.
Oh, whoa. Okay.
You don't stay sane up 18 hours a day, 6 days a week without caffeine.
Yeah, a good amount
Yeah.
too at that.
Oh, yeah.
How much caffeine is a cup of coffee, Todd?
So coffee varies depending on how it's made, how it's brewed. So I would say between like 30 and 100 milligrams for a cup of coffee. Now, when you get to the more, like an espresso, those are a lot more concentrated, but average cup of coffee between 30 and 100 milligrams.
Yeah.
Okay. So she got 250, maybe 100, 350, and
I
then
meant
400.
Throwing some cowabunga there.
500,
Oh, yeah, she's-
Cowabunga.
It's time for a caffeine detox.
Eh,
I tried.
So she's
Yeah.
about 500 a day.
Yeah.
And that's recommended as A-OK, right?
so according to the FDA,
Uh-huh.
for legal purposes, they say don't go above 400 milligrams in a day.
Nice.
But everyone responds differently to caffeine. Some people, they metabolize it very quickly, so 400 milligrams doesn't do anything. Other people are more sensitive, so 100 milligrams will send you through the roof. So because everyone responds so differently to caffeine, it's very individualized.
Okay, so Todd the pharmacist recommends doing cowabunga in the afternoon,
Mm-hmm.
dropping coffee mainly because it stains your teeth.
It stains your teeth.
That's right.
How fast does it stain your teeth?
A week.
A week?
Yeah.
So a week of drinking like a daily cup of coffee will
Yeah.
start to...
Yeah.
Very interesting.
What did you
What a
say?
great question.
What about a week?
actually.
One
Thank you.
week
Thank you.
of
Some
coffee.
people drink coffee.
And your teeth
That's
get
a great
stained.
question.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So a week of daily coffee drinking can stain your teeth.
Totally.
A week of Bodacious in the morning and cowabunga in the afternoon will not stain
Will
your
not
teeth.
stain your teeth.
Never ever.
You heard
But
it here
still go to
first.
We Whiten
We whiten teeth whitening and cowabunga.
Boom.
And bodacious.
Oh
and
yeah.
or hydrate. Stay
And
hydrated for the
hydrate.
teeth.
Yes.
It's
So,
like
I
the
mean, big
supernova
time.
of business relationships
Yeah.
here.
I love it.
You're solid.
This is super exciting.
This is
So
exciting.
if people are coffee drinkers, though, they should come in at least once a week. Get
If
their
they're
teeth
coffee drinkers, they'll come in for like the treatment, and then we'll have like maintenance stuff to keep the surface level stains off, and then they'll come back in 4 to 6 weeks.
Okay.
So they stay at where they left at.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
at-home maintenance? You must be. Your teeth look good.
No. I'm so sorry.
You just come in every.
I'm like so bad at
He's
the
like the
nightly
perfect
maintenance.
patient. He doesn't do his at-home homework,
just
so he's
come-
got to come into the office.
He need,
No, I just come to them now. Like I do a full 90 minutes, like, every 2
Yeah.
months or so.
Yeah.
And it just works. But, you have to be brave because it is 90 minutes on a chair.
it is. It gets a little long.
Yeah. And I try to work, on
Yeah,
it.
you can like sit and text, but then
But then
it's
you
like
have the
different
yellow-
colors.
Yeah, it's the different colors throws me off a little bit. You have
Yeah.
these red, amber glasses on.
You're just
and
hanging.
Then your shoulder,
Yeah.
but you get a good shoulder workout.
It does. It kind of burns.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm getting a workout.
Love it.
Your anterior delts.
Hey, so you're like a supernova when it comes to business and, just being motivated in general. A lot of people, there's a reason why they're so motivated. Like, how was your upbringing? Did that play a factor in anything?
Kind of. I think so. My parents were like, I'm from the Midwest, so they're like penny pinchers, right? They're like, if you want something, you got to work for it. So I had a job at 14. My parents like did not buy things for me at all after like 14. I mean, like if I wanted
wow.
like the sweatshirt, the cool sweatshirt, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna go work. I'm gonna go bus tables at the local
Yeah.
restaurant.
Oh, how cool.
I'm gonna go work 20 hours for that sweatshirt.
Way to go.
Yeah.
So you're bussing with
Love it.
Paco. at 14.
Exactly.
I also busted the bus tables at 14. So
Yeah.
you learn a little Spanish here and there. They're also hard workers.
They are. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yep.
Okay, so 14, you started busing.
Busing, housekeeping. I was a housekeeper. Yep. Every Sunday, 7 a.m.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Did that. And then I waitressed for, I was waitressing from 16 till I door knocked. Yeah.
So you're taking over the teeth whitening space.
Yes.
You're kind of like the Caitlin Clark of teeth whitening.
It's a pretty cool comparison.
And I feel like when you're a woman taking on these challenges, you sometimes life throws obstacles at you. Like Caitlin Clark, she didn't make it onto the Olympic team because she was a rookie.
Right.
And everyone doubted her, but then she just led the WNBA All-Star team to beat the very Olympic team that didn't let her on.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of incredible what challenges that sometimes you have to overcome to prove yourself. Mm-hmm. Is there anything that you feel like you ran into in the industry or along your journey that you felt like were these crazy obstacles, or where people doubted you and you had to prove yourself and you excelled and just showed that you really belonged and could be the best?
Yeah. Our first supplier, like I remember, like I went out for dinner and I was trying to get away from her supplying us because I wanted our own supplier. And she was like, I remember like telling her, like, I was like, yeah, my vision is We Whiten's gonna be the biggest nationwide. And I remember she just looked at me and was kind of like, we'll see. Like, kind of gave me that, which I feel like gave me a little bit of a chip on the shoulder of like, okay, let's do it. And like, to this day, I don't care if it, like, whatever, if she saw it, great, cool. But it gave me that like push to be like, okay, let's do it.
Let that fire prove her wrong.
Yeah.
Very cool.
You're definitely one of those people that if somebody says you can't do it, you're going to think about that. You're going to put that on your shoulder and use that as fuel.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's just kind of there.
Yeah, creating enemies is sometimes a good thing.
It is. Yeah.
She's like stiff arming you. I see Caitlin Clark. She's getting stiff arm on the basketball court.
It's
like
crazy.
Left and right. They're like hitting her face.
That's crazy.
Because they know that she's onto something. And some of these women basketball players that have not been able to put the WNBA on the map are seeing that. And they're just like those crabs in that bucket.
Right.
And just trying to pull her down and smash on her nose in. It's wild to see.
It is wild.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but that's bullshit that she didn't get on the Olympic team. But it's awesome to see they won.
Seems like a mistake.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Kat. You're such a hustler. You're an inspiration to a lot of people. A lot of people look up to you. I know I have.
Thank you.
The Stairmaster, the laptop, just working hard at 7 months pregnant. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is next level.
Check off the work and workout at the same time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate you. And we're so excited to be with this type of partnership that we got going on with the gift bags. We're so excited. Thank you so much.
And where can people find you? Where can they find We Whiten? How can they reach out to you?
Our website, www.wewhiten.com. You can go on there, book an appointment, or message us on Instagram, and you will get a response.
And what is the Instagram?
Our main one is we.whiten.
We.whiten.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So give us a follow.
Very cool.
And if you don't find them, they'll find you.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will find you.
Fantastic.
100%. And we have a We Whiten promo. We're doing We Whiten 5. This will take $5 off of your order if you go to bullfit.com. All right, Kay, thank you so much, Kat.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
Yeah.
See ya.
That was awesome.
See ya.